Welcome student, this is Abhishek Tiwari. I hope you all are taking proper safety measures against the pandemic. So let's start with our new topic, basic properties of electric charge. There are three types of basic property of electric charge. The first you can see is additivity, second property is quantization, and third property is conservation. So we will discuss about these three topics. Our first topic is additivity. So what is additivity of electric charge? So suppose that we have charges Q1, Q2, Q3, Qn distributed on any body. So what will be the total charge on that body? The total charge on that body will be given as the algebraic sum of the all charges, like this: Q1 plus Q2 Qn. To further understand this, suppose that we have a body, we are giving it firstly 2 coulomb of charge, again we are giving it 1 coulomb charge, again we are giving it 3 coulomb of charge. So what will be the total charge on this body? Now to find the total charge on this body, we will just do simply the algebraic sum of the all charges. That will be given as 2 coulomb plus 3 coulomb plus 1 coulomb, and you will get the resultant as 6 coulomb. So here on the body there will be 6 coulomb of charge. So suppose that if you are giving negative charge, then what will be the total charge? Suppose that you are giving minus 3 coulomb of charge, then here you will use the negative sign. Again we will just do the algebraic sum. So what will be the total charge here? The total charge will be 2 plus 1 3 coulomb minus 3 coulomb. The net charge will be 0 on the body. Okay, so now let's move to our next topic. Our next topic is quantization of electric charge. Quantization of electric charge means that the charge on a body is always the integral multiple of the basic quantum of charge. The basic quantum of charge is considered as equal to the charge of one electron. So how can we understand the quantization of charge? You suppose that if any body having any charge Q, then it can be defined as n times E, where n is an integer and E is the charge on electron, and the value of E is 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. This is also known as the quantum of charge, and n is an integer. So here n can have the values n is equal to 0, plus minus 1, plus minus 2, and so on. So what do we understand by quantization of charge? Quantization of charge means that charge on any body will be always the integral multiple of the quantum of charge, and the smallest amount of charge is the charge on a proton or the charge of an electron. So this is the smallest possible charge. Charge smaller than this cannot be transferred, or it is not possible to have charge in the fractional multiple of this elementary charge. So what is the exact value of this charge? The exact value of charge on one proton or electron is given by 1.602192 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. This value of charge is known as the basic quantum of charge. So how can we understand this? So students, you may note down this value also. This is the exact value of the quantum of charge. So what is this? 1.602192 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. How we can understand the quantization of charge? Suppose that आपके पास 1 रुपये, अगर आप किसी को पैसा देना चाहते हैं तो जब भी आप किसी को कोई भी अमाउंट देंगे, क्योंकि 1 रुपी से कोई फ्रैक्शनल वैल्यू पॉसिबल नहीं है, अभी 50 पैसे का सिक्का बंद हो चुका है, 25 पैसे का सिक्का बंद हो चुका है, तो जब भी आप किसी को कोई भी अमाउंट देंगे तो ऑलवेज या तो 1 रुपी देंगे या 2 रुपी देंगे या 100 देंगे, तो मतलब जब भी अमाउंट देंगे तो वो इंटीग्रल मल्टीपल में ही देंगे 1 रुपी के। लेकिन 2.5 रुपीज आप किसी को नहीं दे सकते हैं। तो अगर हम बात करें तो बेसिक क्वांटम ऑफ रुपी क्या हो सकता है, दैट विल बी 1 रुपीज। इन द सेम मैनर द बेसिक क्वांटम ऑफ चार्ज इज दिस वैल्यू। सो गिविंग चार्ज in the fractional multiple of this value is not possible. Suppose that we are giving charge to a body. We have a body, we are giving it some charge, or we can also remove some charge from here. When we will give some electrons to the body, it will become negatively charged, and if we will remove some electrons from the body, it will become positively charged. So we can neither give a value different from this, or we can neither remove any charge having a value different from this. It means the total charge on a body will always be integral multiple of the elementary charge present on the body. Okay, so I think now it is clear to you, and I am going to move towards our next topic. Student, one more thing I would like to add, that in the recent discoveries it is found that the electrons are made up of, or the protons are made up of more basic elementary particles, and these particles are known as quarks. Initially we are knowing that electrons and protons are the elementary particles, but now in the recent discoveries it is found that the electrons and the protons are made up of more elementary particles, and that particles are known as quarks. There are many types of quarks, but here we will not study about quark. But on the quark, charge of 2 by 3e or 1 by 3e is possible. So if this model will be established, what will change? It will change the quantum of charge. So if this model will be established, the quantum of charge from E, it will change to 1 upon 3e. Students, now we will solve one question based on the quantization of charge. So what is the question? How many electrons are there in 1 coulomb of charge? This is very basic type of question. If you can solve the question, pause the video and try to solve it by yourself. Okay, so now I will solve this question for you. See, what we know, that any charge on any body will be always equal to the integral multiple of the basic or of the quantum of charge. So we can write Q is equal to NA. Here the charge is given that how many electrons will be in 1 coulomb charge. So we know that there is 1 coulomb of charge. In the place of Q we will write 1 coulomb, and that is equal to number of elementary charge present or number of electrons multiplied by the value of quantum of charge, that is this. So from here we can find the value of N. So N will be given as 1 coulomb divided by 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb, and it will give the final value 6.25 into 10 to the power 80. So how many electrons are present in 1 coulomb of charge? The answer is this. So 6.25 into 10 to the power 18 electrons are present on 1 coulomb of charge. So now we will solve one more question. What is the next question? So student, our next question based on our previous concept is calculate the charge on an alpha particle. So what is charge on an alpha particle? You are already known about the alpha particle. If you are forgetting, I will repeat it for you. So what is alpha particle? Alpha particle is the nucleus of helium atom. So what is helium atom? You see that helium atom is written like this, 2He4 So if we will draw the atomic structure of helium atom, it will be like this. 2 proton and 2 neutron is present inside the nucleus, and in the outer orbit there are 2 electrons. So I told you that alpha particle is the nucleus of helium atom. So for getting the nucleus of the helium atom, we have to remove this electron. So how much charge we get inside the nucleus? Inside the nucleus there are 2 protons and 2 neutrons. Neutron is a chargeless particle, but proton have positive charge. So what will be the charge? That will be equal to charge on alpha particle. So charge on alpha particle will be equal to 2 times the charge present on proton, and we know that the charge present on proton is equal to the quantum of charge, and the value is 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. Now we can find the answer very easily. It will become 3.2 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb, and this is our answer. So what is the charge present on an alpha particle? That is 3.2 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. Okay, so now we will move towards our next topic, and the topic is conservation of electric charge. So our next topic is conservation of electric charge. So what is conservation of electric charge? If we take some amount of matter and isolate it in such a way that no matter can enter or leave the system, then whatever the changes may occur, the total charge of the system will not change. How we can understand it? See, let us consider we have some matter and we isolate it from the surroundings, and the isolation does not allow any matter to leave from the system or to enter the system. It means leaving the system or entering the system is not possible. In this case, the total charge will be conserved. It means that the total charge will not change. Suppose that initially the body has 4 coulomb of charge, then it will not change. Whatever the changes occur in the system, suppose that we are heating it, we are doing anything to the system, the charge will remain the same. This law is known as conservation of charge. So this is the basic property of charge, that the charge are always conserved. So the law of conservation of electric charge has 2 statements. The statements are written here. Student, you can take a screenshot also where you require, so that you can prepare your notes. Now, what are the 2 statements of conservation of electric charge? The first statement is the total charge on an isolated system is constant. There is a necessary condition that the system should be isolated in such a way that no matter can enter or leave the system. Then this law will be applicable. So what is the first statement? The first statement is the total charge on an isolated system is constant, and the second statement is the electric charges can neither be created nor destroyed. They can only be transferred from one body to the other. It means that electric charges can neither be created. It means that you cannot create any value of charge, and neither you can destroy any value of charge, but it can be just only transferred from one body to other. So now we have studied about the 3 properties of electric charge. I think you understood it well. So thank you for watching the video. We will meet soon in the next video. Till then, stay protected and take proper safety measures.